Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are keeping fine. All of you know that in our present condition there is no chance to start our regular classes at now. So today onwards we start our online classes. Our first chemistry chapter is chemical reactions and equations. In your previous classes you have studied the different types of changes that happens in our surroundings. What are the different types of changes that happens in our surroundings? Yes, physical change and chemical change. What do you mean by a physical change? In a physical change, only the substance physical properties are to be changed. In a physical change, only the substance physical properties are to be changed. Physical properties means its color, shape, thickness, etc. like that. No new substances are to be formed. No new substances are to be formed. It is a reversible reaction. What do you mean by a reversible reaction? For example, melting of ice. Ice changes to water. This water is also changed as a state of an ice. This type of reaction is called as a reversible reaction. Once more, in a physical change, only the physical properties are to be changed. It is a reversible reaction. No new substances are to be formed. Then what do you mean by a chemical change? Yes, in a chemical change, new substances are to be formed. In a chemical change, new substances are to be formed. It is an irreversible reaction. It is an irreversible reaction. What do you mean by an irreversible reaction? Irreversible reaction means, for example, burning of wood. Wood changes to ash. This ash is not come back to the state of an wood. This type of reaction is known as irreversible reaction. The given product or to be obtained product is entirely different from the original substance. Once more, chemical change. In a chemical change, new substances are to be formed. It is an irreversible reaction. For example, burning of wood, milk changes to curd. Milk and curd are extremely two different substances. This picture shows the different types of changes that happens in our surroundings. Now all of you clear that the different types of changes happens in our surroundings? Yes. Whenever a chemical change happens, then a chemical reaction takes place there. Whenever a chemical change happens, then chemical reaction takes place there. Then what do you mean by a chemical reaction? If you add two substances together, sometimes you get a chemical reaction. This is when a new substance is made. It is very difficult to reverse the reaction and get the original substance back. Signs that a chemical reaction has taken place includes a change in color, heat being given off, or bubbles of gas being made. Very simply we can say that a chemical reaction is a process in which the original substance lose their nature and identity to form a new substance with different properties. The new substance is entirely different from that of the original one. Okay? You got to note that a chemical reaction is a process in which the original substance lose their nature and identity to form a new substance with different properties. Look on more examples of chemical reactions: digestion of food, rusting of iron, photosynthesis, burning of fuels, respiration, etc. Okay. Next we move on the first activity that given in our textbook. Burning of magnesium ribbon. Before burning, we can use a sandpaper to clean the magnesium ribbon. Before burning, you can clean the magnesium ribbon with sandpaper. Why? The magnesium ribbon already reacts with atmospheric oxygen to form magnesium oxide. The magnesium ribbon already reacts with atmospheric oxygen to form magnesium oxide. So, we can remove the first layer of magnesium oxide in the magnesium ribbon. We can use sandpaper to remove it. Okay. This picture shows that the burning of magnesium ribbon. A magnesium ribbon that should be cleaned with a sandpaper before burning, because by cleaning we can remove the top layer of magnesium oxide formed on the top of the magnesium ribbon. Now all of you clear that? Why the magnesium ribbon is cleaned before burning? Okay. Then magnesium reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. This magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling flame to give a white powdered substance. This white powdered substance is known as magnesium oxide. Magnesium ribbon reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. All of you please look on that equation. Here magnesium and oxygen are the reactants. Here magnesium and oxygen are the reactants. Magnesium oxide is the product. Magnesium oxide is the product. When we write an chemical equation, the reactants are to be right in the left side of the arrow. The reactants should be right in the left side of the arrow. A plus sign is used between them. Okay. If you write a chemical reaction, the reactants are right in the left side of the arrow. A plus sign is used in between them. The products are to be written in the right side of the arrow. Reactants are to be written in the left side of the arrow between a plus sign, and the product is to be written in the right side of the arrow. This arrow shows that the forward reaction takes place. The direction of arrow shows that the forward direction. In this reaction, we have say that the forward reaction takes place there. Okay. Next, we go to the next activity that given in your textbook. The second activity is lead nitrate react with potassium iodide. The second activity is lead nitrate react with potassium iodide. This lead combined with iodine to form lead iodide. This lead combined with iodide to form lead iodide. Potassium combined with nitrate to form potassium nitrate. Potassium combined with iodide to form, nitrite to form potassium nitrate. The given product is to be in yellow colored product. This picture shows that the given product is to be an yellow colored precipitate. Okay. Then a change in color is to be happened in this reaction. A change in color is to be happened in this reaction. Next we move on third activity that given in your textbook. The third activity is zinc react with hydrochloric acid. We have already studied that a metal react with acid to form hydrogen gas. A metal react with the acid to form hydrogen gas. Metal plus acid gives salt plus hydrogen. Okay. How can you identify the hydrogen gas? Yes. You can bring a burning candle to the mouth of the test tube. Then we can hear a pop sound. You can identify that the obtained gas is hydrogen, or the formed gas is hydrogen. Hydrogen gas is burned with a pop sound. Okay, here zinc react with hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen. Zinc react with hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen. Here zinc and hydrochloric acid are reactants. Here zinc and hydrochloric acid are reactants. Zinc chloride and hydrogen are products. Zinc and hydrochloric acid are the reactants. Zinc chloride and hydrogen are the products. The third activity, there is an evolution of gas is also happened. Then, how can you identify a chemical reaction takes place or not? These are the observations to identify the chemical reaction takes place or not. Number 1, change in state, change in color, evolution of gas, change in temperature, formation of a precipitate. These are the observations that we can identify the chemical reaction occurs or not. Okay. But today we look on the different types of changes, chemical reactions, how can you identify the chemical reaction occurs, and the magnesium ribbon burns with oxygen, zinc react with hydrochloric acid, potassium nitrate and lead iodide, etc. Okay. Today I wind up my class. All of you study well and do all assignments. Yes, we meet on the next class.